Hello, we are team number 10 of the Diversity in a Globalized World class. We will analyze a case which we will answer key questions about the subject and explain how we can solve it. This is the case we are going to analyze, and we are going to solve the answers. On what grounds in the 1951 Refugee Convention should the female refugee applicant base her claim for refugee protection?
She must take in consideration these articles. 4.5 Particular social group. This article describes the condition of a human being as a part of a specific social group and the abuse that some others do to them. 4.7 Victims of criminality and nexus to grounds. This article describes the conditions of violence that become as being harassed by some kind of crime in different ways.
What types of evidence would you consider to be relevant and determinative in establishing her claims for refugee protection?
The testifies of violence that she gave to the police, which doesn't help anyway, besides all the specific moment when her spouse made progressive acts of violence on her.
How would you apply the gender guidelines to this case?
The gender guidelines apply as she was suffering all of this gender-related violence. And being more specifically, we can take the guideline number 4 that had some specific status about gender violence, women refugee claimants, the guideline number 5 that takes in consideration some of the trauma results of these situations, trauma-informed adjudication, including the guideline number 6 that talks about the multiple factors of the person provoked this, just as the gender, intersectional analysis approach. And finally, the guideline number 7, it talks about credibility in the facts that the victim exposed, assessments of credibility.
Explain your reasons for a decision as to why you will be willing to accept or to reject this person's claim for refugee protection.
We accept her request of refugee, considering the situations of violence that the person has suffered, and checking her credibility in the fact of bringing 2 little kids and some specific points, as the persecution that she suffered, even she went to other place with her sister, for example.